Hi, this is Dr. Kirk Megu, TV and podcast host and former university lecturer. Welcome to Behind the Scenes. Now today I want to tell you a story about some guys that were working on the railroad. Could be about a century ago. But it's an interesting story that's really relevant for today and for you if you're thinking of perhaps doing a podcast or getting into the media, although the experience is very different. So there's this crew of 8 guys. They'd be working with their pickaxe in the hot sun. It was August that this incident happened. And, manual work, very tough, sweaty, hard work. In the crew of 8, 7 of them were in their 20s and one guy was in his 60s. His name was Charley. Now, the railway companies, a century ago were, like the, Amazon or Google or whatever today. They were the biggest companies. And I guess, it's also the infrastructure and communications. It's still that field, So that was, I guess, the internet and kind of stuff of those days in many ways. The president of the company obviously was a big deal. Now, that day, a black, beautiful limousine pulled up and everybody knew who it was. They knew it was the president. But it slowed down by the crew and the window rolled down. And from the back, the president, Bill McClanahan, stuck his head out, looked at the 8 guys, and then said, "Hey, Charley, is that you?" And Charley said, "It sure is, Bill." The guys kind of looked amazed. Went, "What?" And then Charley said, come on in. I will take you out for lunch." The guys were just amazed. What's going on? So, Charley was really proud that he was singled out. So he put down his equipment and everything and just kind of neatened himself off, dusted himself off, went into the limo. They went for lunch and the guys were just flabbergasted. So after lunch, when they came back, the guys, they were bursting with questions. And so when Charley came, said, "What? How do you know him? Why did he take you out to lunch? Where did you guys go? What did you have to eat?" And so Charley was answering all these questions, but but the first question was, "Well, how do you know him? Why did he even take you out?" And Charley said, "You won't believe it, but he and I worked together 25 years ago on the same site, on the same job. We started at the same pay and in the same position." This guy said, "Wow, that's amazing. And he still remembers you and you guys are still friends." He said, "Yep, that's right." So the guys were really amazed at that. But then one of the kind of wise guys was saying, "Wait a second. If you guys started in the same job 25 years ago, how come he's president and you're not?" Well, Charley looked kind of, distraught by that because he said, "Well, I've been thinking about that for a while myself. And really, it's because I was just working in my job, but he was into his job. I just, was looking for something to do, but he was actually doing something. He had a vision of where he wanted to go, and he did it. I was just clocking in every day. And that's it." And he kind of felt embarrassed. The guys kind of felt embarrassed for him too. But they all took a lesson from it. And it's a lesson we could all learn. It's a pillow test. It's when you go to sleep at night, do you say, "I'm glad I did this today," or "I wish I could have done this"? Or do you not even think about anything and it's just a routine? You should be a person to say, "I'm glad I did this today." Don't have any regrets. Make the most of your time. If you want to reach for something more than the conventional career path offers you, than what the path set out for you is offering you, then you have to reach out and do it yourself, because it's not just going to happen just like that. All right? So are you going to be a Bill or a Charley? That's up to you. If you want to have an impact, if you want to reach a wider audience. If you've ever thought of that, just do it. I have a free strategy call that you can take advantage of, and we can talk about it. I'd be glad to speak to you. I've had some really interesting conversations over the past couple of weeks, and I'd really love to have you on a conversation. So if you are into that, just schedule your call below, and I look forward to speaking to you. Well, that's it for today, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.